Apologize, people, for that. Technical difficulties. What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live Show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers for coming by to my channel, man. It is truly, truly appreciated. A crazy win, but great win for them boys today. 123 to 113 against the short-handed Memphis Grizzlies. I know a lot of people are going to be bugging out because of how the fourth quarter ended. Of course, Jalen Brunson's injury. We'll talk about that. But of course, how the Knicks kind of like let them back into the game, right? This is nothing to complain about or be worried about. This is what happens a lot of times when, you're blowing a team out by basically 30 the whole game and you kind of take your foot off the gas. And this is what happens, right? So a lot of times with things like this is a good, lesson for this team. When you have teams pretty much, down and out, you put them away. And I think that that's what they learned tonight. But all in all, great win. Big task. What's going on, man? Hope all is well. Great win. Get a victory. That's it. Doesn't matter. We try to have a victory, but at the same time, make sure everyone comes out healthy, and that's not what happened today. Listen, man. The All-Star break couldn't get here soon enough. Like I'm just counting down the days. Right, it's going to be a tough week this week, and just hopefully we could just squeak out another couple of wins, just get us to this All-Star break, man. We need it bad. Kevin Taylor, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live tonight. If it's your first time coming by to my show, please subscribe. But I appreciate you coming through, sir, rocking with LV Live tonight. So yeah, a lot of positives from this game. Of course, the negative. Of course, last 10 minutes, 5 minutes of the game, whatever it was. But you got to stomp out a team. Coach, what's going on, man? Hope all is well. Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live tonight. You can't take your foot off the gas. That's all it really is. It's nothing really crazy, people. Like, no one panics. The whole Brunson injury, I'm a little worried about, only because it's like we've been having bad luck as of late. Of course, Randall going down the shoulder, which was pretty nasty injury. Mitch with his ankle, and now OG with his elbow, and now Brunson with his ankle, and Grimes with his knee. I mean, it is truly, truly the law of attrition, right? These 82 games are no joke, right? And if you can get to the playoffs, guys are going to have bumps and bruises, but somewhat healthy, you are lucky, man. We are extremely lucky. And so that's what we're trying to do. We're just trying to get to the playoffs, man, and get everybody back. Brunson going down today, you know what I mean? I think he'll be fine. The way he was walking off, he looked okay. If we were playing tomorrow, I don't think he would be playing. But considering we're playing Thursday, I believe we have Dallas. I think he will play in that game. But I thought this was a great win, man. Until the last 5-10 minutes, this is pretty much what you do with these teams like this, right? You take care of business. You don't play with your food, even though they start playing with it towards the end. But this is what you have to do. Take care of teams like this. Just get a W, man. Just get a W. Just get a win. And I think by doing that, I think we'll be fine. The most important thing for me is that we got to get healthy, man. We really, really do. That's why for me, I'm just looking forward to this All-Star break. 3 of our star players, basically with Brunson going down tonight, are out, right? So you got to ask yourself, okay, what does that look like for the rest of the team? And it's not just us, right? Look at Memphis, right? Injuries have basically destroyed their team, right? Look at what happened with Embiid, right? Look what happened to Zach LaVine. Injuries are just part of the game, but this year it's just really, really bad across the league. And so, it's going to be really, really important for us to go out there and definitely get a playmaker. Coach, yes, you definitely nailed it. We need a playmaker. Absolutely. I'm sorry to say that everywhere I'm hearing, the Knicks are not going to go after DeJounte Murray, right? It's just too expensive. They already made their big deal. I think that's exactly what they're going to do in regards to just sit back and hold until the summertime. I just don't see them going back in, doubling down again, and just kind of giving up Grimes, a whole bunch of picks, and just for DeJounte, because then that's it. That's all their moves. They're not going to do anything in the summer, and that is it. And I think that that's what they don't want, because we don't know who's going to be available this summer, right? Drew, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rocking with LV live tonight. 123-113 win for them boys, big win. So I just don't see the DeJounte Murray thing happening. It's just everything's going around. They're not going to spin big. They're just not. And to be honest with you guys, I mean, all we got to do is just get everybody healthy. We get everybody back healthy. I think we'll be great, right? Great news today. Heard Top Thibodeau, man, that Big Mitch is going to start working out and doing basketball drills after the All-Star break. He's going to be back on the court, man. So it looks like we're going to have Big Mitch back for the playoffs, which is great to hear. So that's a sign of relief, right? Because now we're going to be fully loaded when the playoffs come. Everybody's going to be back, and I think we'll be ready to go. But yeah, it was a scare of Brunson tonight. Definitely a scare. I think it's just a minor sprain. I don't think it's nothing crazy. So I think that, just watching him and monitoring him and making sure that he's okay will be good. But I think he'll be fine. But guys, just take a look. Prior to that fourth quarter, and that just, that team was hot too from three, man. They were knocking down everything. But prior to that third quarter, prior to that fourth quarter, guys, the Knicks had this game in a stranglehold, man. Like in a stranglehold. We were looking really, really good, man. Another great game from Dante DiVincenzo, the flamethrower. Yeah, 30-piece tonight, man. Question. Do you think that there's a possibility that he can be in the run for maybe most improved player? Like seriously, do you think there's a possibility he could be up for that award? Most improved? The last 5 games, man, he's like been almost 30, averaging almost 30 points. And what he's doing on this stage in this city, man, next to Brunson, is amazing, man. We got to start having that conversation about him. Seriously. The flamethrower. I mean, his numbers were just, I'm going to go down here and take a look at his numbers really, really quick, man. Just before I even get it to everybody, I just got to break down it. He played 40 minutes tonight. 12 for 18 from the field. Shot at a high clip. 4 from 9 from 3. 4 for 5 from the line. 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, 1 block, 32 points for the flamethrower. Brunson is Brunson. We understand that, but he is the player of the game tonight. Then also, too, what you have to love is the fact that when Brunson went down, he was the one that pretty much grabbed the bull by the horns and brought us home. Got to be happy with that, man. You have to be. Big Task said, do you think that the league is paying attention? Absolutely, they're paying attention, Big Task. Absolutely, they're paying attention. This is the Knicks, and listen, they are the story of the league this year. No one knew the Knicks were going to be this good. They knew they were going to be good, but not this good. They're one of the better teams in the league, man. Some people have them in the power rankings. They have the Knicks in the top 5 in the league. In the power rankings. So trust, he's getting all the attention. Brunson, of course, but now, he's Brunson's backcourt mate. So you got to kind of take your hat off to him and what he's been able to do for this team. Juice says, super pissed about the JB injury. The win is meaningless. He actually shouldn't have even played. You know what, man? It's tough because he wouldn't have went back in the game. But Gravity, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV live tonight. I don't think he would have went back in the game, Drew. But I think that what happened is the league started to go down, right? They started chipping away. Deuce started doing Deuce stuff, and you're like, Deuce, come on, man. You're not at the Rucker. You know what I mean? Like you got to slow the game down and run something, man. So, but that's what happened. That's why he came back in the game. Geronimus Prime, man. This is my first time seeing you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. If it's your first time coming through, please subscribe to the channel. But I appreciate you coming through rocking with me and my crew tonight. Great win for the Knicks, 123-113. A little scary at the end, but altogether they had this game in a chokehold. Great win for them boys. Geronimus Prime says, I think Brunson will be okay. Once Randall comes back, Brunson hopefully will have a legit backup, and OG will be ready. Knicks reclaiming old school defensive identity. Well said, sir. Well said. We are starting to kind of get like the whole 90s theme thing, right? You know what I mean? We definitely start that identity. Because defensively, we're clamping up. We definitely are clamping up defensively. That's one thing. We are, since the OG and Nobi trade, we are the best defensive team in the league. We are. And offensively, we're up there too. So I remember I'm reading the clippings as far as efficiency and ratings. The Knicks are top 10 in both defense and offense. I mean, the last time I saw, I think we're number 7 offensive rating, number 7 defensive rating as well. So we're right there in the mix, man. So the attention is there. Everyone knows who we are. Everyone knows what we can do, right? And night in and night out, we prove it. The problem is right now we're kind of like have to get healthy, and that's the thing. You saw Randall on the sideline, had that old leather on, you know what I mean, with the Scully. I saw him the other night with the Lakers. He had the Averex on. So New York City. It's good to see him, man. I hope he's starting to get better. I think he's rehabbing. Then he's gonna probably start doing basketball drills with him and Mitch together. That's probably what's gonna happen with Randall. But yeah, we just gotta get healthy, man. We gotta get healthy because you see what we have. You see it. You see everything coming together. You do. And with the addition of, and I think they are going to make a trade. I think they're going to make a trade, and I think they're going to get probably a playmaker, right, to come off the bench and kind of spell Brunson, and kind of give him some minutes to kind of rest and relax, to where he doesn't have all those minutes on him, and so in the playoffs he's fresh. Also, too, guys, I want to throw something out there to you guys that I heard from Stephen Bondy. Big shouts to him. If you guys haven't gone, go up to Twitter accounts, check out Stephen Bondy, beat writer for the Knicks and reporter. I think he's kind of taking over for what's the guy's name? I forget his name, man. The reporter that just recently retired. I think Stephen Bondy's taking over for him. But he said something extremely interesting, guys. Very interesting. I want everybody to pay attention. Lock in the LV right now if you can. He said that on the off days, Corey Lindsay, man, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV live tonight. He said, LV, salute, man. I think JB will be okay because he walked off. Yeah, he's fine. I think he'll be fine, man. Him not coming back in, it was no need. You know what I'm saying? DiVincenzo closed the show. I think it was good. Juice says, we need to make a move really come to complete championship this season. Nothing is promised for tomorrow. We are now seeing injuries can totally derail a season. Agreed. Well said, Drew. So check this out, guys. That's what Stephen Bondy said, right? Beat writer for the Knicks, and of course he covers the Knicks. He said something really, really interesting. He said that because the way the season is, right? Travel and just a lot of wear and tear on your body and all this different stuff. He stated that the Knicks don't practice on their off days. I'm going to say it again. On their off days, the Knicks aren't practicing in season. When the season's going on, the Knicks aren't practicing. So like basically like tomorrow, they're not practicing tomorrow. They're off. Then they have a game Thursday. Then they have a game Saturday. They're off Friday. Before, the way it used to be, those guys were practicing on those days. But it's really kind of up to them to kind of go in there and maybe get some shots up if they want to. But if not, it's their day. Like they have an off day now. So check it out. So with that being said, this whole thing of load management and Tibbs playing guys and run, I think we could put that all to bed now. Because if guys are not practicing and they have off days and they can rest their body, yeah, they can handle playing 30-something minutes a night. Because they're not putting any wear and tear on their body in between those days. They're resting. Before, guys would have to play. Guys would have to play. You would practice and then you would play, and it wouldn't really be any off time like that. But guys are getting off. Guys are not practicing the way they used to, man. Quillen said, "Do you think a trade will happen?" Yeah, it happened Thursday. It's going to be like you know how the trade is, man. The deadline goes to what? I think it's 4:30, I think, on Thursday. So they're going to wait till like the last minute. Deals are going to be moves are going to be made like 3:00, 4:00, 3:30, 2:00, 2:30. They're going to wait to the end. No one's going to make a deal Wednesday. They're going to wait to dudes. People are pretty much desperate, and they're going to make a move. But guys aren't practicing anymore. So this whole like not being able to play and not having the energy to play and running guys down and meaning like just their body and stuff like that, and you're trying to practice them hard the old Tibbs way and stuff. That's not even going on anymore, man. It's not. So these guys should be okay for these games. So it makes sense in a sense why these guys are playing the way they're playing. Because they're off. Listen, they played Saturday. They've been off for 2 straight days. That's more than enough time to get your body recuperated. It's late, man. Sorry. To be ready to go for your next game, which was today, Tuesday. So yeah, man. So I'm not really too like worried anymore, man. Before I used to be worried about Tibbs and how he runs guys into the ground with these practice habits and all this other stuff. I'm not worried about that at all. Because if they're off during those times and they don't practice, that changes everything. It really, truly does. So this whole load management thing, man, come on, man. These guys aren't even practicing anymore. And it makes sense because they have an 82-game season. They're traveling a lot. So they're really, really trying to rest these guys and rest their bodies. Before, they used to practice on those off days. I remember because I was there. I'm telling you, the Knicks used to practice on them off days. When I'd be on the basketball team, we would go into practice. It'd be like a day. Let's say they played the Hawks on Monday, and they had the Pacers on Wednesday, something like that. We would have to leave the gym because they were coming in for practice. Van Gundy and them. I'm like, wait a minute, I thought they just played yesterday. So them off days they were practicing, man. I was there. I saw them coming in. Allen Houston and the whole crew. I was like, okay. I mean, it's different now, man. Gravity says with 82-game season, a real game is enough practice. Now, agreed, man. Agreed. But I was under the impression that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying. Ramos Prime said the league is ripe for the Knicks to make an impact. No defense in the NBA. Knicks with the Ewing era defense is a different space. With NBA focus on threes, Knicks are ahead of the curve. Grinding foes. Exactly. Well said, sir. Well said. Well said. Well said. Well said. Well said. And that's what's changing the game. Nobody, Geronimo's Prime, nobody is prepared to deal with that. And Tibbs comes from that, man. You know what I'm saying? Remember, he was on that staff in the 90s. So no one wants to play defense. Everybody wants to score. See, the playoffs kind of brings that grit because the refs are swallowing their whistle and they're letting guys play through contact. And it's really, you got to play defense. You know what I mean? They're not giving you everything. So You got to be prepared to play like that, right? And if Knicks been playing like that all season, it's not going to be an issue for them. So I think they'll be fine. Juice says, I mean, it's only February. Listen, agreed, man. Listen, I think with everything that's going on, just with the injury bug and everything, the All-Star game's right around the corner. We just got to get healthy, man. We just got to get to the playoffs and get everybody healthy. That's all I'm worried about. That's all I'm worried about, because we get everybody back, we're dangerous. No one wants to see us in a 7-game series. No one. Trust and believe that. King Ribby, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live tonight. Appreciate that. Everybody listen what King Ribby said. Hit that like button. Appreciate you, sir. Big one from the boys, 123 to 113. So I talked about practice time. Talked about, Brunson's injury. But guys, you know who's slowly starting to establish himself as a New York Knick? Precious Achiuwa, my boy from the Bronx. Once again, you have another big man, guys. He played 40 minutes tonight, 8 for 13 from the field, 1 for 2 from 3. He hit a 3-ball today. I told you it was coming. 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, 1 block, 17 points for Precious Achiuwa, man. I mean, he's really, really, really starting to really understand his role and what he's supposed to do with this Tibbs team, and how he's just really kind of sinking into kind of becoming part of this. I don't want to say this family, but you know what I mean? Like this brotherhood. And established himself, man. Like he's really getting the respect that he should amongst his peers, and Tibbs believing in him, man. Tim, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, man. Rocking with your boy LV Live tonight. HBO Harlem Bronx all day. You know that, man. So I appreciate you coming through. Big win for them boys, 123, 113 for the Knicks. Precious Achiuwa, man, is really earning his stripes, man. To where Tibbs believes in him. Tibbs trusts him. Huge. I mean, Corey Lindsey said, yeah, he was a huge pickup, man. But you know what it is, Corey, man? Also, too, you got to understand, no one saw that coming with this guy. No one did. Everyone's like, who's this other guy coming with OG Anunoby? So what? But look at what he's done, man, in Randall's absence. He's durable. He plays hard every night. He's got an opportunity to showcase what he can do. Tibbs believes in him, which is fabulous. And he's producing. He's down there banging, doing the gritty work. Him and Ironheart down there getting busy, being bullies. You got to love it. And defensively, he's doing well. Like he's moving his feet. He's contesting shots. He's hitting the glass. You really have to love what he's doing, man. Yeah, Tim said, you see my boy, like, he's doing his thing, man. He ain't no scrub. He's not no scrub, Tim. He's not. And I told you guys, you saw he hit that tray ball today right from that corner, right? That's coming. The more he shoots that, if he can knock that down, dangerous, because you have him now coming off the bench. And I believe and trust, guys, listen, once again, like I talked about before, I'm going to say it again, you're building up that body armor right for the playoffs. With Randall having his shoulder injury, and him coming back, I'm telling you guys, I'm leaning. I think Randall's going to be back in March, man. Maybe late March. So with that being said, guys, these are important minutes for Precious Achiuwa, because now, let's say Randall's kind of slow getting back, right? Because of he maybe not want to bang and not be confident in that shoulder. And he's not playing 40-something minutes. He's not doing a Randall. Randall usually play 36 to 40 minutes a night. He's maybe playing like 28 to 32 minutes. But Precious Achiuwa is coming in playing like 20 minutes. He's coming in and really giving some effort there. Now you could have a guy like him spell Randall, but also produce. And that's the important point, because you don't want nobody coming in who's a forward and no one, like, the teams don't respect them. They got to respect this guy, because if not, he'll get a couple of points, he'll get a couple of steals, get a couple of block shots, and he knock down a corner three. You got to respect him, what he could do, because he's producing. And then if he's playing really well and Randall's still slowly but surely coming back from that shoulder stuff, you can kind of say, all right, sure, you can rock and let him get busy. So with the emergence of Precious Achiuwa, you may not have to play Randall big minutes. You could probably play Randall maybe 25 minutes until he gets his legs back, until a playoff push comes. And then you can start ramping up Randall's minutes. But because Precious Achiuwa is contributing at a high clip, you're not going to need Randall to come in and play like how he was playing before. You could say, listen, take it easy, take it slow. And that's the beauty of what Precious Achiuwa is doing. Corey said Achiuwa is getting important minutes that will help him get more experience. Absolutely. Absolutely. And these are important minutes, man, because remember, this is not a team just trying to get in the playoffs, man. We're trying to get in there and win it, right? We're considered one of the better teams in the league. We're really trying to get in there and make some noise. So that's why these minutes are super important, because you got to think when those minutes are going to come. They're going to come against top teams where we're going to expect him to kind of produce. And because he's getting these minutes now, gaining confidence, not really kind of coming in unsure like how he first came in, learning the offense, I see like really, really positive things down the road for him and what he's going to do for us in certain spots, in certain games, right? He may produce at a high clip while Randall's sitting out or whatever because of his shoulder, or Randall needs rest, or they have like a limits restriction on Randall where he can only play like 25 minutes a game, whatever, kind of like what they're doing with Halliburton over there in Indiana, right? So I'm just saying. And Achiuwa's coming in and really giving great minutes. So this is extremely, extremely important, what he's doing and how it's being done, the time that it's being done. So when it comes time, like for that playoff push, we know that with Randall coming out, we may not be losing as much with Achiuwa coming in. Tim says Precious is solid all around, man. The boy definitely don't need to rush Randall with a lot of minutes. We need everybody 100 by the playoffs. Agreed. Let's take a look at the stats really, really quick, right? iHeart, right, was big again tonight. 35 minutes, 7 for 8, 3 for 4 from the free throw line, 8 boards for iHeart, 3 assists, 2 steals, 3 blocks, and 17 points. Brunson was Brunson, 31 minutes, 11 for 21 from the field, 1 for 4 from 3, 4 for 5 from the free throw line, 8 assists for Brunson, 4 rebounds, 3 steals, 27 points for him. Josh Hart was Josh Hart, right? Guys, almost a triple-double. 3 for 7 from the field, 1 for 2 from the 3, 3 for 4 from the stripe, 10 boards, 4 assists, and 10 points for Josh Hart. Guys, also too, we saw a Taj Gibson sighting today, right? He played 13 minutes, 0 for 1 from the field goal, 0 for 1 for 3, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 2 points for Taj Gibson, man. Just comes in, give minutes, man. That's all you can do. We saw Malachi Flynn sighting. 2 for 4 from field goals, 2 for 3 from 3, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 6 points, man. I thought he was solid with those 12 minutes. I really, really, truly did. I think he needs more minutes, man. Every time he comes in, he like makes a spark, man. I don't know what Tibbs is playing. I think he's not playing because he's not big enough, but I don't know, man. I like what he brings. I really, really do. And Deuce was solid again. I know I got on him about, not really but Deuce was solid, right? Deuce was 31 minutes, 5 for 14, 2 for 6 from 3, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 12 points, man. Deuce is coming around, guys. He just needs somebody to play with him at the point to where he could just run around and be him like he's at the 24-hour fitness, right? He just goes out just putting up shots. You got to respect what he's doing, man. Deuce all together, man. Is playing really, really, really well, man. Really well. Knicks altogether from the field, they shot 55%, 40% from three, which is good, 80% from the line. But as we shot 40%, they shot like 56%, something like that from three, man. If I'm correct, let me make sure I got those numbers right. Yeah, 56%, almost 57% they shot from three. That's how they got back in the game. Period. But the Knicks were destroying them. We had the game. Look, you got to understand. First quarter, we won at 33-24. Second quarter, 37-22. They came close and kind of made it even, 28-27 in the third. And it kind of got interesting in the fourth. They won at 39-26. They were just knocking down a bunch of threes. But that was the Knicks pretty much taking their foot off the gas, man. But all in all, I wasn't too nervous about it. I really wasn't. Let me catch up here what people were saying. Okay, Drew said Precious has proven himself to be the backup four we've been looking for since the Obi trade in the summer. Agreed. I think he's better than Obi. And the reason why I say I think he's better than Obi because he hits that glass, man. He gets offensive rebounds. He does the dirty work. He blocks more shots. He gets in that Baja and gets busy. If Obi did that, we would not trade Obi. But Obi didn't want to do that. Coach says Precious can give us 75% of what Randall gives us, so trade. No, come on, Coach. Coach trying to get slick, everybody. He wants Cat here. Cat's not coming, Coach. He's not coming. He's going to freeze in Minnesota and enjoy it and love it. That's what he's going to do. Nobody wants him here. Nobody wants him here. Juice says no playmaker. Yeah, we need a playmaker. Coach said he's getting at Mitch haters. Guys, some of you guys just rolling in kind of late. Mitch will be back, man. Coach said, not Coach. Coach Thibodeau, not this coach. Coach Thibodeau said that he's going to start doing workouts on the court after the All-Star break, man. Yo, listen, man, you gotta love what's about to happen. Slowly but surely, we're getting everybody back. Slowly but surely. Geronimo's Prime says, we got to nurture McBride. I'm a huge fan of his development. McBride has shut down D. He continues to grow in offense. His threes are falling down. Now he's developed to a young, now he has to develop as a young floor general. You know what? That's true, Geronimo's Prime. He's really coming around, man. But that was always his thing, right? He could play D. We know he can, but can he knock down shots? And that was his biggest issue, and that was the problem he was having before. Now he's knocking down shots, which is great for Deuce. Now he's got to learn how to be a floor general, but then at the same time, that's hard because it takes away from his aggressiveness in knocking down shots, right? Because he's trying to focus on doing that and focus on. And I think give him some time, let him do what he's doing off the bench. He's finally getting some confidence in knocking down shots. Let's see what he can be by being a spark plug, energy guy, coming off the bench and really doing that for us. And then let's give him a little bit more regarding, like playmaking and kind of like running the offense, man. That's not him right now. But offensively, I love how he's developing, man. He's really, really growing. So we got to see, man. I just, once again, I keep on saying this, and I've stressed this a lot on live tonight, and I'm going to continue to stress it. We got to get healthy. We got to get healthy. Get tougher. We got to get a stretch. And then also, too, if we could just continue to stack wins, we'll be fine. We just have to continue to do that, not lose our spot. Quentin said if the Bucks lose, the Knicks will be tied for the number 2 seed. Yeah, you know what's crazy, man? I don't know what's going on in Milwaukee, man. I have no idea what's going on up there, man. That's insane how that team looks, man. But it goes to show, man, like, listen, it ain't all about offense, man. You got to be able to lock up, man. If you can't clamp up, you're finished in this league. You got to be able to defend, man. And those guys do not play any defense. Them losing Drew Holiday it hurts them more than getting Dame. Dame's going to be Dame. We know that. But he don't play no defense, man. None. And that's having an impact on them at the top of the key. Because remember, guys, this is a guard and wing heavy league, right? You got to have if your guards are attack dogs at the top of the key and your wings are beasts. So you got this. That's how this league is. So he's at the point of attack at the top of the key, but he can't defend anybody. So people are just going around him like a cone drill, man. You know what I'm saying? And Middleton's old. Beasley, he just can score. So who's defending anybody? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I don't know. Listen, I would not be surprised if they get knocked out in the first round, man. Just like last year. Something crazy. Like, I would not be surprised. Because they can't stop nobody. Juice says, I don't care how many games we lose in February, as long as we are completely healthy come March. Agreed, man. Agreed. I don't see Randall coming back. Randall's not going to be back till March, people. I say the end of March. Guys, when do the playoffs start? Playoffs start in April, right? If I'm correct. Mid-April. If anybody knows, just put it up in the chat. But if we can get Randall back in March, get Mitch back right before the playoffs starts, to where he gets a couple of games, maybe like a week or two underneath his belt, to where he can kind of get some, run around, get some sweat in and stuff like that. I think we'll be ready. And that's the key. We got to be in there. We got to have everybody. We got to be locked and loaded, fully loaded. Everybody's got to be ready to go. And that's it. We get a good guy to come in and kind of spell Brunson for that second unit to have some stability, kind of, go to that IQ spot. And I think we'll be good to go. And that's kind of like what has to happen, man. So we just got to cross our fingers, man, that JB's okay. Good to hear from Mitch that Mitch is going to be back. But, man, we got to get to this All-Star break. We got to get to this All-Star break and give these guys a week off, man, and get everybody back. All right, but listen, that's my show. I'm out of here. Listen, I'll be back Thursday to rock and roll, man, and talk about hopefully this win or this loss against the Dallas Mavericks, right? So let's kind of get this thing rocking and rolling, man. Tough loss. Let's hope JB's okay. But great win by them boys tonight. And the flamethrower was huge tonight. 30 points for DiVincenzo to help the Knicks get this 123-113 win. Appreciate you guys coming through, rocking with the LV Live. Listen, man, if it's your first time coming through, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Also, too, if you're watching this on replay, right? Watch this on replay. Please subscribe, leave comments. I will respond to comments, man, and we can go back and forth and debate. All right, I'm LV Live, and that's my show, and I'm out of here, people. Peace.